You know that specific text? The one where you cancel your plans last minute? You feel a wave of guilt, sure, but underneath it is pure, unadulterated relief. While the world is shouting for your attention, you are finally choosing your own silence. People call you boring or antisocial, but they don't see what is actually happening here. This isn't about being lazy. It is about a specific psychological need for internal calibration. Today, we are breaking down why your brain chooses the sanctuary of four white walls. If you find more joy in a quiet room than a crowded bar, you're not alone. You are about to understand the complex machinery behind your love for staying at home. Point one, brains. Your brain is actually wired to be more sensitive to dopamine than others. For extroverts, a loud party is a reward, but for you, it is an overstimulation. You don't need a crowd to feel a high. You find it in small, quiet moments. This is called the introvert advantage, where your brain processes information more deeply and slowly. While others are chasing the next thrill, you are savoring the thrill of absolute stillness. It is a biological preference for low stimulation environments that allows your mind to truly function. Point two, space. Home is the only place where you have absolute, total environmental mastery. Out there, the world is chaotic, unpredictable, and often way too loud for your senses. But here you control the light, the sound, and the very air that you breathe. Psychologists call this the safe haven effect, where physical control leads to massive emotional stability. When you stay home, you're choosing a space where your brain doesn't have to stay on guard. Your brain can finally stop scanning for threats because it knows every inch of this space. Point three, senses. You likely have what science calls high sensory processing sensitivity in your DNA. You notice the hum of the heater and the way the light hits the floor. This sensitivity makes the outside world feel like a constant, aggressive assault on your mind. Staying home is your way of turning down the volume so you can finally hear yourself. It is a survival mechanism that protects your nervous system from burning out too fast. You aren't being difficult. You are being protective of your limited psychological energy reserves today. Point four, thoughts. Solitude is the primary fuel for what is known as the default mode network. This is the part of your brain that handles your imagination and your self-identity. When you are alone, your brain stops reacting and finally starts creating something brand new. You process your past, plan your future, and solve problems that require deep, uninterrupted focus. Many of the world's most creative breakthroughs happened in a quiet room, not a meeting. Your boring night in is actually a high-performance training session for your creative mind. Point five, growth. There is a massive psychological difference between isolation and intentional chosen solitude. Isolation is a punishment, but solitude is a high-level practice of emotional self-regulation and care. By choosing to stay home, you are building a powerful internal locus of control. You don't need a crowd to tell you who you are or what you're worth. You are learning to be your own best friend, which is the ultimate psychological superpower. While others are running away from themselves, you are running toward your own inner core. But we have to be careful. Is your home a sanctuary, or is it a cage? If you stay in because you are terrified of judgment, that is avoidant social anxiety. But if you stay in because it recharges your soul, that is a state of peace. You are part of a growing movement of people who prioritize their peace over their popularity. If this video made you feel understood, hit the subscribe button for more quiet psychology insights. Tell us, what is the one thing in your home that brings you the most peace? Your home isn't just where you live. It is where you become who you truly are. Take a deep breath. You are home now. Everything is exactly as it should be.